you. Thank you.
Hey, there we all are.
Greetings and salutations.
Greetings.
It's always such a sigh of relief when we get to this point. We're on.
Yeah, it's technology. The Zoom is always seems to be a challenge. So welcome everybody. Thank you everybody for coming. Let me see if I can see everybody that's here. We have Sister Lealith. Yes, Lealith. And we have Sister Dacha, who's her head is chopped off. You got to change your camera, Dacha.
Oh, her head's chopped off? No.
No, it's good.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we have Brother Tom, and we have Sister Amina, or is it Amina? Anna? Yeah, Amina. And Sister Anna's here too, Dacha's sister, Brother Chris, Brother Alec, Sister Simona, Brother Kel, and Brother Reggie. All right, well, welcome everybody on this very momentous day. We're getting 2 more apostles ordained and on our quorum of 12, so we're almost halfway there.
Yeah,
That's
exciting.
awesome. And thank you everybody for attending today. So let's go ahead and start with
Reggie.
Brother Reggie. All right.
Okay. Right.
I'm gonna do Connor Lonica.
Mute,
Yeah.
mute.
Oh, everybody should.
On mute.
Right. Yeah. Mhm. Okay.
Take your claw and your jaw and sync them together as you spin them forward in perfect sync and harmony together. Backwards, claw, jaw. Horizontal clockwise. Counterclockwise. Vertical clockwise. Counterclockwise. Ka jaw in perfect sync, in perfect harmony. Add the Z. Z ka jaw, spinning forward into blurs of sparkling light. Backwards. Horizontal clockwise, Z ka jaw. Counterclockwise. Vertical clockwise. Counterclockwise. Zika jaw in perfect sync, in perfect harmony together.
Okay, so we're going to do a combination of, Yeshua spoke about taking 3 breaths to calm your energy down, to put you in harmony with the light. And then from there, I'd like to take 3 breaths where we expand our aura out, and I'll lead you through that. So, but I'd like to show you what you will be doing energetically. So when I say expand, or when we take a breath and we push all the air out, at the bottom of that breath, when you can barely breathe anymore, as you're pushing your breath out, you're concentrating your aura and you're spinning it faster and faster. And it's right here in your core. So then when you take a quick breath and push it out, you have the power to, your aura is very concentrated and you can push it out with great power. And this is how Yeshua did many of his miracles, is by concentrating his aura and expanding it. So we're going to begin with taking 3 deep breaths. I'll count them, and just to relax and calm down our bodies. So the first breath. Second breath. Third breath. Our next breath, we're going to take a deep breath and push out our aura. Concentrate our aura. As we blow out or release the air in our lungs, concentrating our auras, spinning them faster and faster, faster. Now take a deep breath and push your aura out. Push it all the way out to the very edge of the planet. And as we are out, we're going to feel what it feels like to be a bird, to fly in the air, feel the wind beneath our wings. We're going to feel what it feels like to swim with fish, feel the freedom of being in the water. We're going to feel what it feels like to stand on a warm, sunny beach and feel the sand beneath our toes. We're going to feel the coldness of snow as we stand on top of a mountaintop, or listen to a creek gurgling and children playing. We're going to feel those in this circle. Feel the love we have for one another. We're going to fill the entire earth with that love that we feel. Just hold it there, basking in that love. So we fill the earth with our love and light. We're going to bring our auras back. Take another deep breath. Push it out. Concentrate our auras as we spin them faster and faster and faster and faster. Quick breath in. Now we're going to expand beyond the earth to feel the vastness of space, to feel the freedom that we feel, the warmth of the sun, the energy of the planets and stars around us. We're still feeling that love within our hearts. We're going to bring our auras back to ourselves. Take one more deep breath. Push it out. breath. You're concentrating your aura, spinning it faster and faster and faster and faster. Quick breath. Push it out. Now we are kneeling before the Elohim, ready for our prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, dear Heavenly Mother, and our dear brother Yeshua, thank you for all the wonders you have shown us and given us this day to bring us here all at this one point to witness this special time, this special occasion for our beautiful brother Reggie and beautiful sister Dacha. This brings so much joy to our hearts that we are finally on this path with y'all. Thank you so much for everything. In Yeshua's name, so be it.
So be it.
All right, brothers and sisters. So today we are going to do an ordination. And I want to just run over for those of you who have the priesthood and those of you who will have the priesthood in the future. One of your keys or authority as a priesthood holder is to be able to give the priesthood to other worthy members who have been qualified to receive it of equal measure to the priesthood that you hold. So for instance, if you are a priest, you could ordain another priest. But you couldn't ordain an apostle because you don't have that priesthood yourself. You don't have those keys of authority. But this is an important thing. So if you are at the point that you have someone where you live who is joined with us in Celestine Light and they're ready and willing to, they've been baptized by proxy or in person, because you can also baptize, as Sister Dacha did with her husband, Alec, in the ocean. For those of you who are blessed enough to watch it on the video, that was really awesome. And all of you who hold a priesthood can do the same thing. You have that key. If you are at least a priest, and everybody is at least a priest, then you have that key and authority to baptize. And those people who are worthy and ready for baptism. And you can do that in person, or we can also do that in proxy. But as you know, we only do that during the warm months of the summer when the pool is warm enough to actually get in to do it.
Maybe someday we'll have a hot tub and do it year-round. For now.
But the priesthood is the same. You have the authority and keys to ordain someone to the priesthood, at least the priesthood you have, or any that are would have come before that. Even if you never held those offices, if they're, and for instance, if you have the Elohimic priesthood of apostle, you can ordain anyone below any other priesthood position. If you have the priesthood position of a priest, you can ordain a priest or a teacher, a deacon. Those are ones that a priest would also be able to ordain. The next step, of course, is to actually ordain someone to the priesthood. And that is something that you want to be moved by the Spirit by what you say and the blessings that you might give them. But there's also certain key parts that need to be said. And in fact, I'm going to write my part down right now that I'm going to ask Sister Dacha. So the first part is you have to have their soul name correct and their given name correct. So Sister Dacha, if you'd be so kind to first give me your given name.
My given name is Slobodanka.
Velov.
Velov.
How do you pronounce it?
Velov.
Velov. Okay. All right, and then your soul name is?
Zija Q Gel. Second name Ilona. Third name Lana Kiel.
You want to spell that one for me?
L-A-N-A Kielle.
Lanakiel.
Yes.
Zija Kujel, Ilona Lanakiel.
Yes, correct.
And the other part is Slobodanka.
Slobodanka.
Okay, slow, okay, so this, when you're doing this, especially if you're doing a name from another country where they have different names than you're used to saying, and soul names are also different than most of us are used to saying. So the spelling isn't important. What's important is the pronunciation. So like for her first given name, I didn't spell it anyway the way it's spelled. I spelled it English phonetically so that I could remember it, Slobodanka. And that's the important part. So when you're giving a baptism or a priesthood ordination, both of those things require you to first state by what authority you're doing this. You know, who said you can baptize this person? Who said you can give this person the priesthood? So you have to say what your authority is. That you know, for instance, as an apostle of Celestine light, having been given the authority by Yeshua of Nazareth. So that's, you're stating your authority. That's important. Then you have to state the person's name. And if it's a proxy, it's something like, for instance, Samara's going to, or Sky's going to be standing in for Dansha. So if it's a proxy, then you also have to say the proxy's name as well. So you don't need to give their given name and their soul name, just their soul name or their given name. Either one will work. Starling. Okay, so her name's going to be Starling. That's her part of her soul name. So by authority, who's doing it? And if it's a proxy, then you have to say with Starling standing in on your behalf as your proxy. So she is basically going to be Dansha for the purpose of this proxy ordination. And then the next most important part, after you're going to be moved by the Spirit to say what it is that you want to say and what Elohim wants you to say. And at the end, you want to make sure you end in the name of Yeshua or Yeshua of Nazareth or some variation of that. So be it. And for the baptism, of course, if you're doing a baptism, there's very exact words that are said. It's very small. And you do have to memorize that part. Ordination is not necessarily memorization. It's just remembering those key parts, and then what you fill in the middle is what you're moved by the Spirit to fill in. Okay, so today we're honored to be able to be joined by Sister Dansha and Brother Reggie, who are both being ordained as apostles of Celestine light. This is a very big deal. There's only 12 apostles when it's a complete quorum, and apostles are given special keys that allow them to perform their stewardship as apostles to a greater degree than they could otherwise. So with that, we will go ahead and get started. And we're going to do Sister Dansha first. So Sky, just sit there in the middle. Share that away. So we're all visible. Okay, so you see us all well? Our heads aren't chopped off or anything?
Yes.
You're good.
All right. Everybody ready? All right, so everybody go on mute. That'll be good. So we lay our hands upon the head. We're going to explain this a little bit more as well. Your hands, on the top of your heads and soles of your feet, are your alpha omega gateways where energy flows in and out of your body. So as we make a connection, we want energy to be able to flow through us as conduits from Elohim, so that the words that we speak are the words that Elohim would want us to speak. So we're going to lay our hands upon the head. Now, if there's just two of us like this, we can both lay our hands. So you want to make sure when you're laying your hands on someone's head, you don't put your weight there, because it'll get really heavy on their head. And particularly if you have several people. So you actually kind of want to barely touch their head, and maybe you lift your arms up a little bit so they don't have that weight on their head.
How is that?
Okay. Zija Kugel Ilona Lana Kiel. Known in the world as Slobodanka Velov. With Starline standing here in your stead and on your behalf And with the authority we have been given by Elohim as apostles of Celestine light, we lay our hands upon your head and ordain you to the office and calling and stewardship of apostle of Celestine light. Your heavenly parents are so happy and pleased with the progress you have made in this life. They are overjoyed to call you a daughter. And as we lay our hands upon your head, we give to you the keys and authority of that stewardship of apostle. These keys will be given to you to open the doors as you need them to fulfill your stewardship. There are many keys. Whatsoever you need as an apostle to fulfill the will of Elohim will be given to you as you need it and request it. Some of those keys that you might want to be aware of right now are: one, you will have greater memory of the things that you read in the scriptures and the things that you learn, so that you will be able to share those things more easily with your brothers and sisters of light. You will also have greater access to your psychic abilities, to all your psychic abilities, particularly as you need them to fulfill your stewardship as an apostle of Celestine light. Now, these keys are literally keys that open doors. You have the key in your hand. Whether or not you choose to open the door is up to you. And in most cases, because you are given so many blessings as an apostle, so many things that you can do, you only need to open those doors that you actually need at that time. Now, if it's for the purpose of your apostle calling, you will be led to that door, and the key will be in your hand. You will feel the urge to open the door. If it's in your personal life and you just want to develop your abilities, for instance, any of your psychic abilities greater, it will be easier for you, but it's not going to just fall upon your shoulders automatically. It'll be still something that you need to practice and perfect. But if it's for the purposes of Elohim, it will come quickly to you because you'll need it to fulfill that purpose. These things we seal upon your head with great humility and joy to have you join us in the quorum of the apostles. In the name of Yeshua, so be it.
So be it. Woohoo!
So be it.
So be it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel
Congratulations,
so
Sister
light.
Danita.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, sister.
Congratulations, Anita. I'm so happy for you.
Congratulations, sis.
Thank you so much, everyone.
So happy for you. Congratulations.
It's an honor. It's the most humble thing I did, living my life as Elohim wanted me to live, as their daughter of light. And I have here on my desk, I would just like to read it. This inspires me every single day. This has inspired me even before I met you, my family of light. It says, Vivas chapter 45, verse 21. And it says, blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake. They that live the highest light despite the condemnation of the world. They shall rise a step in heaven for every lash they take upon the world, and the kingdom of heaven shall be theirs. Today, I believe this has been fulfilled. It came true. I'm most humble. Thank you. Thank you, my father and mother. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Lazarus. Thank you, Yochanan. And thank you, Hannah. I speak with them every single day. So thank you to every divine being that was present here today. Thank you. Thank you all, my family.
Thank you, Sister Dansha. We are so pleased to have you in the quorum of apostles and look forward to your contributions that we know will be many for so many people.
I'll be honored.
And now, Brother Reggie, are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right, we change,
Trains proxies here.
right? All right. Zorquo e Tallstar Zandavi, also known in the world as Reginald Zephyrin. Rosalind Hospital, sitting in your name and on your behalf, the authority given to us as apostles of Celestine light, we lay our hands upon your head and ordain you an apostle of Celestine light, and give you all the keys and authority that were given to us by Elohim through the sacred lineage of Yeshua of Nazareth. Whatever you need to fulfill your stewardship as an apostle will be given to you as you ask and seek. Chief among those keys is the discernment of truth. That you will always know the truth of any matter because you will feel it. You will intuitively know it, even if what is being said is contrary to what you know and feel. You will never be fooled. All psychic abilities are made available to you as you need to fulfill your stewardship. So call upon them and practice. You will also be given greater insight and memory to expound upon the scriptures with knowledge, to enlighten those around you. That's one of your main callings as an apostle, as a teacher and leader of your fellow children of light. You will be given greater willpower to fully live the light, the life as a Celestine, that you will always be a shining example for others, inspiring them and lifting them with who you are. Elohim are so pleased and proud of you for the progress you've made, for who you are and who you are becoming, to be all that you can be. They look forward to seeing you grow more in the light and being who you are, fulfilling your stewardship, your calling, and becoming all that you can be in this life. We seal these things upon your head in the name of our brother Yeshua. So be it.
So be it.
Yes.
Congratulations, brother. Welcome to the Quorum of Apostles.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Reggie.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Brother
Oh
Reggie.
my gosh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Brother Reggie.
Thank you. Thank you. I just want to say,
Congratulations.
I want to say,
Doing the happy dance.
most importantly, I want to say thank you to our Heavenly Father, Heavenly Mother. Thank you to Yeshua. Thank you to Miriam. Thank you to also the 12 apostles that came before me to open the way for me to have this opportunity, for us to have this opportunity. And especially thank you to Judas, who sacrificed himself for this. He sacrificed this for us. He didn't want to sacrifice himself because he knew what he was going to do was going to torment him and make him the outcast. But he did it for the love of the Celestine. He did it for the love of Yeshua. And that is really what continues to inspire me. His brother Judas, one of the apostles. So thank you to all the 12 apostles. Thank you to our heavenly family. Thank you to the angels. Thank you, Brother Ambrosvin, Sister Sky, Sister Samara. So be it.
So be it.
So be it.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Wow. Didn't me, but then I get brighter.
Well, this is exciting.
Yeah. Ooh, wow.
I don't know about you, but we have a clear sunny day today here. It's kind of
Same here.
symbolic.
Yeah,
Right,
clear.
well,
Yeah.
It's been kind of crummy out, so of course the sun would be shining today.
Right.
I'm also feeling this heat coming off of me, right?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you too, right?
To my hands,
It's
especially
like
to my hands.
it's like, and I feel, I don't know what's coming out from the back of me. I don't know, it might be wings. I don't know what it is, but it's heat.
It's all of them, I think, around y'all right now. It's just
Yeah.
amazing what I see.
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, I
It's-
just
It was like a
Glowing.
transformation. It's like a transformation when y'all were going through
yeah.
and becoming. It's just amazing. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're feeling the heat up
Yeah,
there?
it's nice.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Isn't
Yeah, it's
that
nice.
awesome?
Yeah, it's
Oh, congratulations, you
Thank
two.
you.
My goodness.
thank you.
Thank
Well,
you.
Yeah.
they
Beautiful.
really deserve it. It's been such
Oh my
a joy to watch, not just Reggie and Dansha, but so many of you. But Dansha and Reggie, we've seen for some time that they have made this step-by-step progress and grown in the light, and it's really been amazing to watch them expand. And I should note too that this could have happened earlier, but there was still most of your priesthood callings. It doesn't matter what your marital status or anything else is, but in the case of apostles, they do need to be married. And Brother Reggie just recently got married, so he couldn't have become an apostle even if he was worthy in every other way before that one criteria was also added. And also has to have a spouse that's supportive of him in the Celestine life, even if she's not active in it, which his wife is. So.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, none of this could have happened without y'all. You three.
Well, we
you
all do our
know?
calling, our stewardship.
It's just amazing.
I'd just like to
Love
say
this path.
something.
Oh, I need to go on mute.
Sister Dansha and Brother Reggie, I just want to let you know that I really appreciate the influence that you have, the direction that you give us, not just spiritually, because at the moment I'm halfway through the CBT cybersecurity course,
Good.
which you suggested.
Yes.
So in all aspects, we take on what you advise and suggest.
Good. Welcome.
Welcome.
I don't want to forget Brother Kiel too. He's part of, he is also called to be an apostle, and he's actually still waiting for what Brother Reggie had to do as his last step, and that he has to be married to a supportive spouse before he can actually be ordained office. But he's certainly more than worthy as well in the way he lives his life and the growth that he's had. Brother Kiel was, when he first started with us, he was so introverted and shy. Even get him to say anything more than hello was a lot. But now he makes these great presentations on the herbs and things. He's really grown as well, and it's been so fun to see him. And then so many of you. Some of you have been more recent that you've joined us. Others have been here for a while. But it's so fulfilling to see that every person that comes in Celestine Light and stays with us, they start to grow as a person. They start to expand as a person. They become so much more than they were. So that's not just a benefit to the Celestine Light, but it's a benefit to them every day of their life, and everybody who's in their life, whose lives they touch, all benefit from the greater love they have for themselves, the greater love they have for others, the greater understanding of balance and everything else that makes a Celestine so unique. So one of the things that we like to do every luminaire is to send those who are active with us on our on these meetings a gift. So this year, what can we give as a gift that'll be really, really special? And one of the things that we teach in Celestine Light is how, and you use it in enchantments all the time. If you're doing an enchantment for any purpose or a spell that you're doing, you need to be able to call in, summon recognize and control the magical energies that are necessary to achieve whatever the purpose is that you're doing a spell or enchantment for. And that's a lot easier said than done. If you look at any other schools of magic or anything, they don't even understand that concept. They really don't. They just say a bunch of words, ritual, and they think that, oh, everything's fine, that worked. And they don't ever actually manifest anything. It's all a bunch of play acting to me, to be honest with you. True magic requires you to be able to call in those energies. Now, if you're using, you can do similar results without any magic at all, just calling upon Elohim and the angels. But if you want to have something that that's very focused, that's calling in magical energies that are out there that you're not seeing, but they're there and they can have powerful effects, you need to be able to sense them. And that's one of the reasons that we do the Lanaka. That's one of the reasons we do the contemplative movements, because doing that, in fact, what Samara did before our prayer today was similar to parts of the contemplative movements where you're sending out your aura and you're sensing the life that's beyond your own body. And being able to sense that energy, whether it's life or magical energy, is a crucial, absolutely essential step to being able to actually call in those energies and utilize them. So this year, what we're going to do is we're going to the ocean on Wednesday. It's one special beach that has just the right types of magical rocks that I wanted to get. I got a sample here and hopefully you can see it. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So you see what this rock is, and this is a bigger piece. You can get smaller pieces that are that big and they have the same result. But you see it's a dark basalt and it's intersected by many white lines of calcite or quartz. So what this is visually very representative of is all those magical energies that run chaotically through the ethers all around us. And so we're going to be enchanting this rock so that it'll look something like this, with a dark gray basalt intersected with a white calcite and white quartz. And these are going to be representative of those magical energies that are all around us. And as you are doing a spell or an enchantment, or trying to call in any kind of magical energy whatsoever, holding on to this rock, this enchanted rock, will help you to be able to sense the magical energies that you need for your particular spell or enchantment, which will make it your likelihood of having a greater success with it far greater. And so that's going to be our gift to everyone this year. First step is we have to go to the beach and get the proper type of rocks. They're very hard to find. I should tell you, that I had about 50 of them that we'd already brought home from a previous trip, of which this one I just showed you is one. And of those 50, only 4 of them were adequate to be able to be used for the enchantment purpose. That's why we have to go back to the beach again, which is a 2.5-hour drive for us to get there.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good excuse for us to go to the ocean. It's supposed to be a nice day on Wednesday,
Yeah.
which this
That's
time
why
of
we
year
chose
is-
Wednesday.
Yeah.
And also the calcite is fluorescent. So that adds another element of magic to it.
It's already a naturally magical mineral. Okay, so we wanted to share that with you. And I don't want to put Brother Reggie and Sister Dansha on the spot, but as you've just been ordained to apostles, do you have some words of wisdom or thoughts that you want to share with us?
Oh.
So Don should go first.
Well, since Brother Reggie mentioned the 12, actually 13 apostles, as I know, with another female apostle after the 12 apostles, as I remember.
You're correct. You're correct.
Today, today I had my class, my second generation of students in my school, and it was really good. All the energy of teaching today, because we always start the classes with prayer toward our Heavenly Father and Mother and Yeshua, exactly the same like we do here on Zoom. We always start our teaching and the classes with this prayer. And I said to them, I know today's special day. And since then, since the morning, I felt their energy and the energy of all the apostles, all 13 apostles. And if there are more, please forgive me, because I know only about 13 and us 5, so 18. And especially these 2 hours when I was getting ready, all excited, my palms sweating, like I'm going to have new keys. This means new office. This means new responsibilities. Will I be good? Of course, I will be good. And I can feel all the apostles like here, like saying everything will be good. There was I could just here like I was in a party and everyone was speaking, everyone was here in the corridor of my house, and they gathered together. I believe they went also to Brother Reggie's house to check upon him. Is he going to be ready? Is he excited too? And I just want to say, when you think all the time, every single second of Elohim, of all the divine beings, of the apostles, of Hannah and Lazarus, of Yochanan and Martha, of Miriam, they think of you too. They know you. Elohim do look after their children of light. Everyone who is on the path of light will look after our own. They will never ever leave you, for better or worse. We are all here. Even if you don't see us, ask for us. Just call my name, Brother Reggie's name, Brother Ambrosio and Sister Samara and Sister Sky. When I was first in the group, I just thought about them, and this thought, with the speed of thought, I was in their living room having fun with them, with their energy. It's real. Every time you think of Elohim, they are real. They are your parents. They are here. Speak to them, pray to them, seek knowledge, seek light, seek everything that is worthy and that is for the greater good, yours and to humanity and all the universe, and you will have it. You are never alone when you are on the path of light. Never, ever. You are always, always with us, with your family of light, and with Elohim. We always look after one another. So this is my message to everyone here and everyone that will watch in further generations. So be it.
So be it, sister. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Notch.
What I can't top that, Sister Dancha, but I'll try to. I can't, but no, I know, but I like having fun, because Yeshua always talks about having a good laugh, right? That's one he thinks. He always says you got to have a good laugh amongst your friends and your peers and your brothers and sisters, because a lot of things are happening outside in the world. If you can't laugh amongst ourselves, then you're not living. So that's why I make, I do what I do to make people laugh, right? So just to make them feel comfortable. But what Sister Dansha said, this morning I was teaching my class very, very early. I don't usually do that, but I woke up, I said, I'm gonna teach my class early today. And my students showed up, and I was, teaching them, Kung Fu moves and techniques, how to become better persons, how to become better fighters, better warriors. And I was telling, talking along the lines of the light, how you have to connect with your spirit. You have to connect with the energy around. You have to connect with people, right? And then as I was doing that, I saw my grasshoppers, leading, creating an energy around them. And they were like, Sifu, this is great. I feel it. I said, great. And my job was done. So before today, I was preparing myself. So I did a detox, and I fasted. And last night I had to go to a birthday party. last night, and it was my brother-in-law's day, and it was a whole big celebration and stuff like that. So I made sure that I didn't eat much, but I ate. But I was looking at my watch, actually the time and the clock when I should stop eating. And they kept feeding me food. Hey, eat. No, I'm not gonna eat. I was like, what's wrong with you? I said, nah, I'm good. I'm just trying to, trying to take care of myself. I said, really? So and then at the end of it, I said, here's champagne, drink. I was like, oh. Right. So I said, I don't want champagne. I said, what's wrong? You don't want champagne? I said, so I was looking around. I said, does anybody have any apple cider? Apple cider was gone. I was like, take a sip. I was like, no, I'm not taking a sip because I have a big day tomorrow. I'm not taking anything. I'm not drinking. No. So the voice came, you don't have to drink. I said, that's right, I don't. So don't drink. I said, okay. So so everybody did the cheers, rose the toast up, and I put it down, right? And my wife took my champagne and she drank from me.
That works.
So this to say is never be pressured into doing something you don't want to do, right? We as individuals, as Celestine lights, sometimes feel pressured, right, to conform. We sometimes feel pressure to change, right? In the oracles, there were many times where the apostles felt pressure, right? But they did not change, right? Of course, the most powerful, was Miriam. That's the warrior right there, right? If she was in my kung fu class, she'll beat every student in my class, hands down, right? Because that's how powerful she is. But along with her growth, she never changed. She never felt pressure, right? So we have a good example within the oracles and many other apostles too. Don't get me wrong, right? There's many other apostles which I think we should also dive into each and every apostle's story and see exactly how they progressed too, right? And how they became who they are, even a much greater than themselves, right? But one of the things is to remember that never feel pressure, never, right? Stick to what you believe in, stick into what you know within the light, right? Because the truth will always be there, and the truth is within you once you are in that light. Never feel that you have to change to satisfy someone's happiness, someone's being, someone's existence. No, never. Right? Be who you are within the light and grow within the light. As I look back 2 years, I've seen myself grown very, very much. I've seen the group expand. I saw Brother Kiel the first time, right? I was like, he looks like somebody I know. Right? I get to know him, and he's like the herbal master, right? And I was like I learned every day from you, Brother Kiel, with your herbs. Just want to let you know that, right? I learned everything from you from the herbs, right? So keep it up, keep doing what you're doing, and I've seen the expansion. Sister Dancho, we were there together from day one, and she's still here, right? We had a big group at one time. Now it's Brother Kiel, Sister Dancho. Now we have a bigger group, right? And this to say is that we haven't changed. We're still here, right? We might have individuals or family who might not approve what we do, but that should not stop us from being greater than what we are, right? Always live in the light. Always know, like Sister Dansha says, that Elohim is there for us. Or the Yeshua is there for us. We are here for you. Just know that, call upon us. What I try to do from time to time, and you guys don't hear me. I send out beacons. Hey, you guys hear me? I think Sister Dansha hears me from time to time. I think she responds from time to time. but what I do is I send out beacons every day. I say, hey, but I want all of us to really tap into our gifts, really tap into our psychic abilities because we all have it. And the best way to do that is to practice, right? And that's how we build it. A couple of stories in the oracles where Yeshua takes the apostles, different shadow earth, different kingdoms, and they had to, to basically, enhance their gifts, right? They had to use their gifts. They kept crying to Yeshua, help us, help us. And Yeshua just stand there smiling in the mirror and say, you're not going to help us, Lord of Light? I'm not going to help them. And then he will tell, Miriam, they'll have to know, because when I'm not here, I have to know how to defend for themselves. Right? Same thing here. We all have to learn how to do what we have to do, because we all have it inside us. And I'm an advocate of Veronica, right? I'm the advocate of that since day one. So practice and never change for anyone, but change for yourself within the light. That's what I want to say.
Thank
Mm,
you.
Excellent.
Thank you, brother. So good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very valuable words. Very valuable. So that was you
You're
touching
welcome.
my shoulder the other day.
Well, it's interesting that you talked about not to change, because as I look at, this is something I've noticed my whole life, is so many people get into long-term relationships or even get married to someone that person is really not the way they want them to be, and they think that somehow by being married to them or being in a committed long-term relationship, they're going to get them to change. They're going to get them to be the way they want them to be. And it never works out that way for most people. They don't change. And I think that's important when especially when we're getting into long-term relationships, that we realize that the way people are now, we've got to be able to love them the way they are right now. And that doesn't mean that they can't expand and grow and become better, just like we can expand and grow and get better. But it can't be an expectation that's put on a relationship to start with, that you've got to be able to change. I don't really love you fully the way you are now, but if you change, I'll love you more. It has to be, no, I love you completely the way you are now, and let's grow together and expand together.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
the example of who you are is what changes people, not by you expecting them or wanting them to change. They will change if you're in harmony through the example of who you are, because they want to be the same.
One of my favorite little quotes is, the only book of scripture that someone may ever read is you.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. If I had changed, and if I had listened to the people that did condemn me since day one, I had my psychic abilities since I was 19. If I listened to them, I would have never become what I am today. And if I changed and became softer because I was in the family of Celestine Light, I would have never become the preacher that gave sermons from the oracles to Celestine Light. Brother Brozovan would never let me be the one interviewing those for taking baptism or joining our church. These offices were given to me because I didn't change. This is who I was. This is how my father and my mother made me. These qualities meant something, for something were given, and I stick to them, and the Holy Spirit that inspired me that I was good enough. And nobody in the world would ever tell me that I wasn't good enough and I can't do it. Yes, I can. The Holy Spirit, my intuition. Everyone in heaven says that I'm good enough. So believe in who you are, especially if you know that you are on the right path. I always say it doesn't matter who is talking about you what. As long as you and Elohim are good, everything's good. This is the most important thing. You
Very
and
excellent.
Elohim.
Yeah.
Thank you, sister. Anyone else have any other comments before we say goodbye to the group for today? And thank everybody for being here so much.
Yes.
Just want to say, good to see you, Brother Tom. We haven't seen you for a bit.
I think Brother Tom is here. He's just very quiet. So
He's always in the
Yeah.
dark.
he's like brother Kiel. We gotta bring him out more. That's all.
I like
That's
to
all.
see him in the light. So good to see you all. Love you all.
love you too.
all.
And then Sister Jeanette, I noticed, has been starting to use her soul name more, which is Leah. So is that what you prefer us to call you?
Yes, I love that name. I want to change my name to that. But yeah,
right, so-
I love that name.
Laylee.
Laylee.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
awesome. Yeah, I've been playing with that my whole adult life. I have this great name, Samara Love. So,
Yes, you do.
and the numerical vibration is an 11, which is the number for spirituality. So I figure I have a lot of power because then whatever name you use, those syllables are just like your soul name. They draw that energy to you. And so Samara Love has great energy. So I'm going to keep that.
Definitely.
And Sunny, you got to keep your name? Okay.
Yes. Sunny's a good name.
All right, anything else, brothers and sisters? All right, well then, for all of you who've joined us today, thank you so much. I love you, we love you, we appreciate you. Now you have 2 new apostles to help call upon. So please, as you are growing in the light, if you have questions or if you need help growing in the light, don't hesitate to call upon the apostles. That's part of their stewardship, to help those who are on the path.
Oh, great.
We are here.
So namaste, and we will see you next week for our general
Yes.
meeting.
Yes.
Namaste.
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 Thank you to all of you. I love you all,
Namaste.
hug you all, and I send you love and light and hug.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Sister Simona. We feel the same for
Thank
you
you.
too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have a look out for my tap on your shoulders.
Brother Chris, thank you so much for being here today.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Thank
missed you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah,
Good to be back.
good. Remember, I'm gonna tap you guys on the shoulder. So
All right,
say
we'll
hello.
be looking for it.
Oh, I see you, Brother Reggie. Don't need to step
Although, Brother Reggie, it might be more clear. You can just give me a phone call.
I know. You got it.
Love you all.
Bye bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.